whaalawhala hiat kem tolu osi ko whanongo mai hea whiawhinei, ke hata tolu i teo ono waru tolu, ke maanga nei Brisbane, Australia, hofi atu to whaalawha kai ko whanongo mai am tolu, tō mui whakatosa hea tolu proklama ke hea whiawhinei, kai whau e ke matu he langi ko hea ana taktaki, manui nais mai ke ato tolu ke whalewei ai ke he LEOTAOGO NIUE. Tuko te tō whaalawha lai maha ke am tolu ki niwe, kai whanongo mai am tolu ke he whiawhinei, ko e makariri whakatose e wetha mautoru, ka e malolo e tau sino. Whakalawhalai ke am tūru ki a kalana New Zealand, ngahua toko tahani e au hea whiawhinei, ko lau lawe fuki a naka hea whiawhinei, whina to ia ki he tau wholua lawe lawa ki he lotu. Si mamuna ki kua malolo am tōru, ka e whanongonongo mai ki ha tau tōru tangata uta whikau e uta tala mai i a kalana New Zealand, whaamawili amu whakalawhalai atu.
Whakalawhalai atu ma niwe nukutu taha. Kam na Māori. Hanei e tau tala tutupu ha tau tōru ke lata mai hanei. Kua hohoko mai ki New Zealand i ni awhi e matakausi pote ha niwe ka watu ke taonanga koe Commonwealth Games ka whakahoko e hao uafu mawaru he mahina nei ha iulai ke hao waru he mahina hao kuso ke maanga ko Birmingham i Peritania lahi. Toha haia i e tā whakahoroanga ka whakahoko e lo tōru he aho whaiumu he whaitapu nei koe aho hongfu maono he mahina nei ha iulai ki watu ke e tau niwe ke whirawia mo lo tōru ia tō whenonga te matakau ki Peritania lahi. Ko taha foki ma veheanga mau ne ko tause he ririfu pare mea he motu ko niwe ko ia ko Honourable Dalton Tangelangi mo i kau tū hatu waru ke lata mai asiha ke anga he tau whakawhitu ianga whakawhai whakatofono he tau motu neua. Ne sa ini pare mea e ma veheanga nā mo iki pule he whakatofono hatu waru mai tau motu i whafo ko ia ko Simon Coffey hako laua nā ne watu ke whono lahi kau taha ko e Pacific Islands Forum ne whakahoko he mga honei ke maanga ko suva he motu ko fisi. Ne whakahoko foki he pare mia haniwe ko Honourable Dalton Tangelangi e taha whono mai takitaki kau tū hatonga ko Honourable Siosi Soveleni. Ne whakatutala laua ke tau leweki anga he tau tuuta moana he tau motu neua mo i whakaueangi foki he pare mia ke whakatufono hatonga ke tau langmatai he mga aho ne pē tonga fusieka mai he motu ko Taiwan ke matawhao ko Beveridge Reef ne puriki ai e motu ko niwe. Manako foki e motu ko niwe ke tau se taha maweheanga whakawhahi whakatufono mo e motu ko tonga ke tau waha mai mua. Ni fuaki angi he pare mia ma hingoa he whakatufono pi hia matau tangata he motu e tahe se wafe paanga o lang matai e tau lari a tonga ke riu ke taha whakafou e tau matakawi ne malona mai he maunga hunga tonga hunga hapai ne pahe mahina hanuari he tau nei pi hia mai piau tsunami ne tupu mai he tau lekua nā. Ne pi heangi foki pare mia to ono fure afe paanga ka whakawhano hako he tau matakainanga tonga ne no nofo i niwe ke tau mga whaohalo turu ne no nofo i motu ko tonga. Ko pehe mai te kitaki kautua New Zealand ko Jacinda Ardern, ko ia foki he whono he Pacific Islands Forum, to whakatutala whakahako ia mo i te kitaki kautua Solomona, ko manase songa vare a pongi hanga wai ke tau maweheanga ni naka ila lewa he whakabau e Solomona mai motu ko saina he tau nei. Tō whakahoko e whono nei halaua, tō whakahoko e whono lahi he tau takitaki kautu he forum he autoloto he whaitapu nei. Ko pihe mai foki e motu ko saina, nā kai whakaoroho e lautoru, e motu ko kiripasi ke whakausi mai he kautaha ko Pacific Islands Forum he tau kio ki wātapu e ko moare. Te pehea ia ko e iki pōre he whakatu whono saina mai tau motu i whafo, ko ia ko Wang Wen Bin. Ai whika kano e tau manatu ia he nā kai manako e motu ko saina, ke whaitalauanga, hanga wai ke tau whiwhilianga pēnā he tau motu Pasifika. Miha ngai e tau motu i Lotte Forum, mai he tau atu Micronesia, tonga e motu ko Kiripasi, he maua e Henry Puna mai he tau motu aturunga, e ko tofaanga ko Secretary General he Forum, kai ai maua he tangata halauturu ne tuku. Ke whakausi aki, kua hongfu matahe a whaerima se au whangfu mawalu, e tau numela he tau tangata ne pikisia fōu whakalota maanga he COVID-19 i neawhi ke motu nei ko New Zealand, si toko hongfu mahiwa mai i alatoru nā ne kaumahala. Mga honei toko hongfu mafitu alatoru ne toka he tau whahe intensive care units he tau wharinga ngau. He mai foki he tau whahe malolosino he motu nei, kua maua he tangata ke uaki ne pikisia he ngā ngau ke monkeypox, kai tūhanga mitaki ngai ni e nā keila totoro whakaloto maanga e ngā ngau nā. Pēnā e tō tala tutupu ha tō toru ke lata me au nei, ko whaama wiliamo nei ne mga hau atu mai i kautaha koe Pacific Media Network.
Hanei foki hata tolu ta wala talai kiki ke lata ia mai awhiwhinei. Ke he hata tolu a tau talo ma he moi produce. Whamale mare am tolu ne na kaila totongi atu ham tolu tau talo. Ka ai totongi atu ham tolu tau talo, ai whai totongi foki tau talo tau tolu. ke tom tainang ha tolu ke niue se fa mole am tolu na kai la moa ham tolu to tongi talo mole tatu ke ia ki Melaponi to tongi talo ham tolu ke mai ke ha tolu to fama ke moai ala tolu to Tamaseni kum tolu ne moa to la foro a Queensland kumi mai ke au nei kai ko na kai la he atu au poke whailo atu ke mturu ni moa to la foro, ko fitai to la foro mturu he tamai he mama, he aho ni awhi, toka whamitake ngai ni he frisa, si hea mai ke o mai ke tātu e to la foro mturu. Ko e tau talo nā i Melaponi, ko mturu ne tau niwe ne nonofu ki Melaponi, hahai ai he kaina nā ki Fruit World Dandenong, South Melbourne, ai e tau talo niwe ha tau toru ne kua whakatau atu ai puke tokai ke whare koloa ia kai ko kumtoru ni whia manako talo o atu ke whare koloa ia ki Melbourne South. Ko e ha tau toru a community niwe ke manganei ko Queensland to whakahauko ai ha lau toru puke ha tau toru taha whakaholoanga ke lata ia me to momoi tau momoi ke momoi fia moi malolo e tau sino, ke ua moua he tau ngangao, whakaholonga nei, tō whakahauko ia ke aho ua furumatoru, he mahina nei, ke kaina nā ki Logan Home. Siko mtoru ne whia manako, wena whakalapalapatu, ke mtoru, o atu ke whereweia mo lautoru, he aho ua furumatoru, hola ua ke hola whae mga whiawhi, toto atu tama pleiti kapiniu, pehe lautoru tahange kai tama healthy snack he au ke share hai mga hawhakamui. Si haia matakapsinga ko mtoru ni ata, whiawhia ke whereweia ke aho ia, Logan Home, ko e tau healthy food, mo e tau whaholoanga ke malolo e tau sino, halau toru ka whakatata ke aho ia. Haia i whoki ke hatau toru whaholoanga ke whahita puka mōre ne tutala mai ai hatau toru ai ke kafose Dr. Colin Tukuitonga, haia mga honei tō taha whoki e riu mai he ngangau COVID ke atau toru. Si whakamore atau toru, ua whakahanoa ko riuaki e ngangau nei. Mitaki he o maoma no nofo i whare kai uka atau toru ke tului ka eke kua moa atau toru ngangau nei. Si pihia matoka psinga, tamatakai nanga o maoma mo e mui atu i tau puakianga mai he tau eke kafo. Ko e hata tōru a whare walaika kiwi fish and chips ki Springfield. Ko mtōru ne whia manako kai i tama walaika niue longa nei au, e ngongo. Ko e numela tōru nā kai onong furumataha, Springfield Lake. Hai e whare ko loa he whanau ko Rose Blake. Ko lau tōru ne ngahua ai po ko lau tōru ne rani e whare ika nei. So ko mtōru ne whia kai walaika niue. Au hifu atu ki Springfield Lake, ke moua e to tamawala ika ia, to tahe manungi he longa na mai. Ka koe he tōru a whakailoanga whakahiku ke lata mea whiwhnei, ko mtōru ne nā kai la whai tau whanau ha tōru ne whakaholo matoka, e la moua e to laisini, whakaholo matoka, whakamole, manako i mtōru ke o ke moua e tau laisini, whakaholo matoka ha mtōru, ua nonofo ke moua e tōru he tau leo si moua e tau totongi ka hada tōru ka eke koe moa he te leo, totongi ka eke koe whakaholo koe nā kai whai laisini whakaholo pere wafi. Si pia matoka psinga, kumi mai ke au nei ne wangahau atu, ka eke ku whamenako e tamahao poko koe ne nā kai la moa e laisini, whakaholo matoka kumi mai ke langamatai atu ke moa ia he laisini whakaholo matoka. Si pia hata tōru ata whakailonga kiki ke lata ia moia whiawhinei, ka e tāmai ma William te halolongo, whakawhiawhia tōru ne whanongonongo mai he awhiawhinei. Whalawhalahi atu ke tōru ma Caroline, whalawhalahi mutu Caroline. Ko koe ma Trinity Lakatani Hawelitama, poi tōru, whalawhalahi atu, Wheloa Isa, mai fuiri atu ke Akalana, Grayson Casey Folekene, Christine Jones, whalawhalahi atu, manaki kua moho e tau si ham tōru, makariri whoki ni awhi, ka mamanaki kua whiawhia mtōru whanongonongo mai whawhinei, taha tōru whakahaloanga mai tama awhine, he hata tōru a manga nā ki hakupu atua ke whiwea te tolu whoki ki hawhiawhi nei, kei tāmai ma William, ko mtolu ne whai aho whanau, kia monuina hea tua ha mtolu aho whanau, kei tāmai lolongo nei whakawhiawhia ke tau tolu.
Fifine niue, matapulu ola, hau ke kapi singa, tumau ataua, bahakulupe, tonakai ni mau e au homata, kikila tukolangi, tungani e fetu mai lunga, kifine niue, matapulu ola, hau ke kapi singa, tumau ataua, bahakulupe, tonakai ni mau e au homata, kikila tukolangi, tungani e fetu mai lunga, Pelisha from the ocean, covering the sand, covering the shore. When I see them, my heart tells me that I love you more than all those pretty pearly shells. Fifine niue, matafulu ola, hau ke kapi singa, tumau ataua, bahakulupe, tonakai ni mau e au homata, kikila tukolangi, tungani e fetu mai lunga, kikila tukolangi, tungani e fetu mai lunga.
Pia fo ke mtolu ne kisi mai mga honei ko Cressida Liufau, Angelina Uhila Naulu, Whalaflahi atu, Langi Moala o whātu, mo Sialila Pana, Dean Pātutama o whātu cousin, ko e hata tolu a whakaloanga ke lata ia mo ia whewhinei, ta maa whine hata tolu mo e pēnina onong fulmaua, Losa Kalauni Jackson, kai ke koa maua kai he Zoom hata oi a whewhinei, si whakamoui mai, kai tutala atu mo e tātou lolongo nei, whakawhiawhia ki am tolu ne whanongo mai. Ka ko ia, ko mautua ia ke tutala mai, whakalawhla atu ki a koe ma osa, naki ka maloloa koe mo e ai makalili Gold Coast. Can't hear her.
Koe lai mapoi whaka alawhalai atu kia koe me hau a tau tangata whakanongonongo. Ke hea whiawhinei.
Ngā hua toko taha neo e whiwhinei. Whakapō toko taha da uru e o whiwhinei. Malolo ka koe?
Malolo whakaue. Mi taki na whana e kaina me motu hao ne na whakaki ai.
Nā haua koe mo mgariri, ai haua koe mo mawhana. Ta mai koe mgariri whakalate au. Whakaue hako taria mai ke whireweia hea whiawhinei, mena hako ne whiawhia lahi ka ha, ko e whakaila ka hai tau pēnina onongo furumaua he tau whoki, si whiawhia lahi ke whireweia mo koe, mo e tūtala, mo e whamana tu hai tau mena he waha ka koe, tu ate mga honi, ke tūtala mai a koe, tala hau hau tau whakakoanga, puke hawa ngā hua, puke hawa moui, mo e mga whaoa, tō whakahoko atu hatau tūtala, whakaue.
Whakaue lai, koe, do you want me to talk about my family?
All yours.
Whakako ki haonga, koe whaiaonga au, whakako ki haonga i Papatoetoe High School. ka matai haku a tau whakakoanga ki he aonga Kitchley Intermediate si hoko atu ki Hillary, ka matanga ia ke whakakoanga he Wangahau Niue ki ai, si hiki mui au ke aonga ki Aorere College, hongo fumatahe tau haku whakaako ki ai, koe tau ke hongo fumatolua ki ai haku he whakaako ki he aonga I Papatoetoe High School.
Si koe high school hao ne whakaako ki ai koe tau whanau lalahi, koe tau whanau new entrance.
Koe taha e wahenga year 9, wahenga hiva year 9, ni whakaako ki ai mo e tolu e wahenga hongo fumatolu year 13, mai taha e wahenga year 12. Ua taha e wahenga year 13 whakaako mo hopa alangi. English, I had 2 English classes, year 13 and year 12. And 1 English for academic purposes at another year 13 class and 1 year 9 class. Hako do whatutala a whakakoanga I ke aonga I Papatoetoe.
Kua lewa whuki tika hei ngā hua hao moe fia ka hako ke whakako he koe hane manako a koe ke whaitamani we na kai ne o atu he aonga ia puka wahenga ne whakako ki ai. What drives you ke longo ne o ka hawharu whaiaonga o koe uka hai e tau tāma mani liu. How do you whewhe hawa a kisikisi anga ka hai ke hawa ngā hua?
Fia lahi au ki ngā hua haku e mitaki tau tāma, tau tonu, whanongonongo, moe muka mo ia ke whakaako si mitaki halo tōlua tau whakaakoanga, kau tū halo tōlua tau kamatamata. He hako tau ngā hoanga, my experience, especially with teenagers. A lot of people will find teenagers a bit challenging. I found them easier. Mua te muka e he mongone hako. Whakau tei, motua. You know, we're turning 60, my goodness.
Se ko tala hau wa kului ki dom nei a.
I never really want to be a teacher. I feel like ke whakaako, whaiaonga, manako ni au ke muitua ke tonga hoa si o Sefa, that's my grandfather, ke tā whale mo e Belene. I wanted to be an architect. Kau ke mga aho I ni whakaako da tōluki high school, ai mai ke whanau whiwhine ke tausi he wahenga technical drawing. Mai ke ni da tōluki o ke home economics and sewing.
Tau da mawhose kone.
Yeah, si pesa ni ko hai niue ia. Hoko mai mea ki Nusila, mena taha ia whuki ni ne tupu nei. I went to the all-girls school. And none of those options were available to me at the time. Si liwa ki kaina, ki niwe he osi e aonga. Si la tatunu e te matotani haku, whanako e ki whakaako whaiaonga ki whisi. Si whano ni au whakaako whaiaonga ki whisi si liu mai. Kua mga aho ne whakaako iau ki aonga I niwe si tau ki Nusila.
Koe hanei, koe ika manako a koe ke nofo ke ngā hua ki niue po ke. Whe manako ni a koe ke hau ki New Zealand?
I loa koe, mga aho ia koe, te mongo, it was challenging. I was 21, going on 16, and I still got the world to explore. You know, koe, the mga aho ia ni ka, you know, my mind was not on teaching. I didn't want to be a teacher. Kai hako meo ki New Zealand nei. Oh, I'm in Australia now. Hako ki New Zealand si ailo ha mena ke tause. I don't know what to do with myself, so I went back into teaching.
Kai muka ka ha ke moe ngā hua?
I had to do my degree all over again. The one from Fiji doesn't work.
Oh.
E mai ke ai koutu ke he tau ngahua in New Zealand si lio whakako. I got another degree from the University of Auckland and a diploma from a branch of the University of Auckland as well, a diploma in teaching. So I had to do the whole course all over again, of course, part-time, but, you know, the pathway was not, it's not great, but it was the pathway I took. Yeah, I'm still in teaching, in education. I absolutely love it. Fia ke te whakakoanga, kua hoku ki ai, ko koutu te whakakoanga. I was a DP at I Aolele, DP ki acting DP ki Papatoi High School. Kai, you know, mua hake e manako haku ke tau mga aho haku ke whakalataha, me haku tau tama, me haku mga whaoas. The career and the drive and the ambition to be a principal or a higher ranking education officer, it's not as much as your desire to be a good mother. I wanted to be a good mom.
Were you?
So, yeah, I chose family over career promotions.
Yeah.
Le veki haku tau tama ke koutu whaki ni halaua tau ngahua. Ke latai ni mo le veki ki halaua tau mamui.
Ko ha tolo tau manako i ka hai tau mamatua ke mumui e tau tama ha tolo he ha tolo tau tuanga hui. Si ko he to whao ai mo nene whanongonongo mai ka koe hingoa wharu hao atau manatu hao ke pehea koe ka whanongonongo mai tama uka whewhe e tau lalianga ke mou e tonga hua uka pihia. Hingoa hao atau tamatoma ke hatau tolo tau e atu hau nei i New Zealand ni mo atu fuki ki Australia nei. Uka e tonga hua pehe ka hage mou hatau tolo atau whanau.
Hako fuki ne ai linga kehe, everybody has their own experiences. Linga kehe ni haku ki sianga ke haka puhala ni ngā huai. Whalu linga each for their own, you know, like people are not the same. The pathways they take, the sacrifices they make. The main thing is you do what you want to do or you enjoy doing that way, and make sure that you do it well. That way it doesn't become a labor of some sort, but it becomes an adventure for our young people. You don't need to be academically able to be successful, as long as you follow the pathways of and stick with your goals. Galata e tōru, ka tau tamatama galata me tōru, the whata ke takitak moa taha goal, taha whakakiseanga ke mo takitakia ke moui. Every year, every day, you have to have some sort of a goal, what you need to do to achieve and be better at what you're doing. You know, tell me today you want to be a doctor. Tomorrow you can change your mind as long as you have a goal, and the goal will guide you to wherever you want to go. Kafano freedom come, freedom go. Linga they're going to end up with. You need to be a little bit more disciplined in what your desires and what your ambitions are.
In saying that, longo ne foki ne o whalu mena ka hae ne whātotua, poke uka ha tō tōru tō whanau koe, tau uka ka hae tō whakoanga ne o ki ei mo e, lewa ka hae tō moa e tōmpe pāsela ia, ka tō taha e longa tō tupene whakamori kei, instead tā hero lea ka haha tō tōru haku tō whanau e ki sia iau, koe whewhe hawa tō experience ka koe he monga maha fuata, ke he ka ha mono whonoa, waha fuata, e tau oka mo nei whoki ka hae toko loa e waha nei, mo e to tongi whoki ka hae tau whakakoanga he tau whanau, a koe he tau walaia.
Koe tau tongi, koe, you know, if things come to you easily, it's really hard for you to appreciate it. But if you know you made sacrifices, you know you're going to make it worth your while in the end. That's why it's worthwhile. You really will appreciate what you get at the end. If it's given to you, then you don't appreciate it as much. You know how much you've sacrificed. Sometimes the sacrifices can be family, can be your social development and activities in the community. You know, to study, you have to be committed. Your time, it's your time. It's not so much the uka e ngahua, but it's the time you spend on your studies, the thinking you put into your work and your writing. That really, really helps. And the more of that you do, the easier it is for you to gain, you know, make progress, moving ahead and walking towards whatever goal, long-term goals you may want, whether it be a vocational option or an academic option. So it doesn't really matter because academic is not for everybody. And so many of our people are very, very skilled. And in the climate of currency development these days is so different from when we were young, going and getting our education. Today, you can be anybody, and you don't have to have academic qualifications to be successful or to gain lots of things you want in life. So say, for example, if I was to be a builder, I would have been very successful in building. And I don't need an academic qualification to be a builder, but there are sacrifices in certification, there are sacrifices in skills development, and a whole bunch of different things you can do to be good at the trade, your chosen trade. I still want to be an architect.
I'm sure you can. Pehe mai ka ha tau tolu ka mai he hala. Ste fe hawa whenonga. Are you happy with what you achieve? Fe hawa onu ki mua. Ko se te ka ha ke tu he kiu he walonga mai. Are you gonna, you know, fe ka ha to pehe ha whalu oi se lima ne tau si le taea, se hongo furu si le taea. Fe hawa onu atu ki mua ka ha he hawa ngahua.
Lima ne tau si retire.
It's good to know.
I'll still be working after once I reach 65. I will continue to work in some capacity in education, whether I continue to be a classroom teacher or relief teacher or something, or working on policies for education for Pasifika, or follow the track of the work that I've been doing for a very long time with both NZQA and the Ministry of Education in New Zealand.
Whai manatu na kaya ke riu hake ke motu. Do you see yourself going back home and whai manatu na kaya ke riu ke ngahua ke motu boke nofuni a kai mitake to pene ono a kalana boke.
I'm retiring home. Yes, of course. Yeah. My husband is already up in Niue, looking after the house and taking care of the home front.
Yeah.
I'll just tidy up this end. I want to continue working until I retire at 65. But every now and again, hake ni siliu mai, hake siliu mai. So that's our future plan. We already have in motion. We wanted to build and live in both countries.
Nice.
like a winter haki ki Niue.
Yeah. More tonight.
Summer.
Yeah.
Or vice versa, if you get sick of the heat, you can come back for the cold weather in Auckland.
Yeah.
Yeah, muka te tau pohala maua ke whakaosia ke e tau whiawhiaanga for the rest, for the in our old age, we'll be looking after ourselves then. We're pretty
comfortable.
We're
Sounds like a plan.
We're all set up for our retirement.
Aia, whakawelahi ka hahakoa mai ke koi ke taria ke hau ke tu tala tau e whawhinei, na lata ka haki whinatou ke ta mā koe studio. So, ngahua neo toko tahe a whawhinei, ka koe pia ni ka hai tau lawe he awhiawhi, si ka mata tō mui whuki a maua he whawhinei kai. Tuko te mga ho nei ke koe, ko ingoa hao tō manatu whakaue, me tō manatu whakalofa, ki he hatangata ni hao ni whamanako koe hua lo wolo in the program whakaue.
Whakawelai mā poi, he hao mga aho ko whoaki mai ke whakatutala tau he whawhinei. Ai whi mena lahi whuki ni, koe loto ni ki whakaue ke hao te tangata whakanongonongo, mai tau kapisinga. My special message go out to our cohorts from 1962. We were made in 1962. We'll all be turning 60. Whakalawhalahi atu ke mutolosi le veki tau sino I loko hoko atu ke he fuakau kia monuina atai tu rosi. Monuina fiaf.
Aia, whakawelahi. Mamnaki ka ha ke whleweia ka ha tō tukwhenonga hao. Ka tuko te tō whakalofa mo e whakaue he hao o tō mngaho ko whleweia ki ha whewhinei. Tātu paua ke lolongo nei, tua kai ke kolikoli mai. Ka whakalawhalahi ke amtolu ne ono mai he Facebook a tau tolu. Tā mā whine ko losa Kalauni Jackson, ke munuina hawa nofu whakaku mai ki Gold Coast. Tā te lolong nei whakawhiawhia kia koe kia munuina po. Koe kia?
My whole name is...
Munuina
my
po?
whole name is... Yes, wanimo ke whakaanga, Veliko. My husband is listening.
Oh, what's your last name again?
Rosa, I have 3 last names. Rosa Jackson Kaloni Veliko.
Koe I lone au he hingoa hau he Facebook. Sorry, whakamole atu.
That's okay.
Aia, kom tōne whanongonongo mea whiawhinei, hana hingoa ia ko Losa Kalauni Jackson Veliko.
Chilo.
Whakaue munuine po.
Good night.
win at work by communicating.
Whalawhalahi atu ke amtone ko whanongonongo mai a whiawhinei, mai kiskisi mai a tolu a Facebooka, e te toho waka, iki tongi a mana, price toi mata, manat mapro ki hau ki ta ato e ika hau ko hoko mai tei, New More Life, whalawhalahi atu, urita tongi a walu, o ka lani uslani, whalawhalahi atu ke mua mo pele, amnaki ko malolo am tolu, pia fuki ka kai maino, poi matangi, ki o ka lana, iwa Panama, whalawhalahi atu, ono ua penina, whalawhalahi atu ke mtolu, pete siatu ki niue, whalawhalahi atu, ke kai ma pete, amnaki ko malolo am tolu me whanau, Trina Siki, Sione Tali, whalawhalahi atu, Judy Vaimalu ki o ka lana foki, tolonga am tolu ne whanonongo mai a whiawhinei, to tahe mahuinga mo e whiawhie, to tala mo e ta mawhine ko osa, pia foki kia kai manongi, vili tama ki o kalana, whalawhalahi atu kai ke ko whanonongo me am tolu, kai am tolu tau sopo poge inu tau si, ma whanawhane a whiawhi, kai whakatalitari me ta tolu ki a whiawhinei, hahai ai e taha interview mai he mutu nā ko fisi ke hātou tolu Paremia Honourable Tangilangi, ne koa mai ke alau tōre tau taktaki he Pasifika, o atu ai mo whono ai ki fisisi a mamanaki ke koneke atu e tau kāwe he whare nei, ke alau tōru he awhiawhi, ka he whalawhalahi atu ke he aku tangatanga hua e konoka, ringa ko ia he whonoanga he whawhinei. Pia whoki a kai ma Sister Makerina, hola motu ki o kalana, amanaki ko ka inde siha mua moponi, kai tanga te lolongo nei whawhiawhia ke am tōru, kai ke kua makariri huhua tau mamoe, masike ki longa, tā mai ma William te halolongo nei whakawhiawhia ki alau tōru nei, kai moatu ke alau tōru ne o atu ai a tau tōru a tau mtakainanga mai he motu, i loi au ko mtōru kua o mai am tōru whalate au ke se ini wakaleri ki o kalana, a mamna ki riongi ki atua ki a manuina am tōru a whenanga mo e takitaki mawhola ki he tau puhala o he pūlangi. Si tātou lolongo nei ke whakawhiawhia ke am tōru, ne mai ha tōru a motu tose ko niue whakalawhalahi atu. Amamna ki koa whiawhia mtore whanongonongo mai ke tau lea kawhi fulfulola me tau longo. Hofi me hata loa tumotu. Kai amamna ke mga honei, ke whilewei ai mo e tamwhiwhine nei, ne ko lautoru, ne whono e lautoru mga honei, ki fisi, suva, ha koe hea tautoru parimia whoki loa iau, whai hea tautoru tau matarinanga ne wato e ke whono ni Pasifika, amamna ki ke tutala mo whilewei mai mo nau tauwha, ko ia ni amanake ia ke whilewei mo tautoru hea whawhinei, malo lelei, whaaloflai atu nau tauwha.
Hello, good evening.
Put it up. I can't
Thank you
hear it.
for the opportunity.
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
What is the time there in Fiji?
It's 3 minutes after 9
Okay.
p.m.
So you already had dinner, I suppose?
I'm going to have dinner after this.
Okay. I hope you are having a good time in Fiji. For tonight, our CEO, Suli, had invited us as a Pasifika TV radio station to bring you with the live with our forum Pasifika leaders there in Fiji. So it's a pleasure to meet you anyway. Could you please run us through with what's happening, if you don't mind telling us some of the key developments, ideas, or during the forum meeting there at the moment with our Pasifika leaders?
Thank you so much for the opportunity, and I hope all is well with you, with the Niue communities in Australia and all around the world. The meeting has been going on well, and as far as I understand, there were a few key developments during the thing was this is the first time meeting face to face between the leaders, among the leaders after 3 years of lockdown, and I understand that there would have been a virtual meeting among them, but then this is the first face-to-face meeting. And the focus of the meeting, to my understanding, is they are looking forward to the launching of the 2050 strategy for the Blue Pacific continent, and the signing agreement of the South Pacific Tuna Treaty with the United States of America. And they're also concerned about three parts pulling out from the forum. There was also another development is the Suva agreement that is to discuss the reform package, and this is with regards to the disappointment from the Kiribati and some of the Micronesians members about the appointment and the process of appointing the Secretary General for the South Pacific Secretariat. And lately, this evening, there was a handover of the chairmanship of the Melanesian Spearhead Group from Papua New Guinea to Vanuatu. I have yet to find out the reason for this handover, but that's the latest development that I have with me so far.
Oh, interesting. There was an agreement I heard signed with the United States. Could you be able to tell us what happened there, and also the public of Kiribati had left the forum as well? What are the main issues there?
I think the disappointment from the Kiribati, according to the letter by their Prime Minister to the chair of the forum, the letter was addressed to the Secretary General of the Secretariat. It's mainly has to do with the appointment of the Secretary General, because they believe this should be the term for the Micronesian members, but there was also disappointment with the process. I think they were not happy with the process of this appointment. And the Suva agreement, to my understanding, is the solution for this. and
must be her messenger. Cutting off. Can't hear her.
I've heard from my chairman of the forum acknowledge tripartites, but they are working. Tripartites will come back to the Pacific family, and the agreement that was signed today between the United States of America and members of the forum. It's the South Pacific Tuna Treaty. So a representative from the government of America was here, Monica Medina, to sign on behalf of the government of America with the leaders of the members of the forum. And that's very important milestone for the South Pacific, especially with the concerns about tuna fishing. That was mainly to address the problem of illegal, unreported, unregulated fishing. And so the treaty was also looking at increasing U.S. aid of $21 million to $60 million per year. This is also to support the livelihoods across the region and to also provide a platform for a broader, with the support of the United States. And I think this will also give the permission, licenses for 40 vessels in the United States to fish in the Pacific waters. But the Pacific Islands is looking forward to planning, like the individual countries, islands, to work on their plans on how to address illegal activities that has been going on our water, on the Pacific water. And they are looking forward, hoping that this will be able to solve the problem. And I think the increasing of the U.S. aid from 21 million to 60 million, I heard that from the U.S. government representative that they are going to submit their request to the U.S. Congress for the 60 million per year for the next 10 years. So this is more like a triple in their annual financial support that normally comes into to help with the illegal, unregulated, unreported IUU fishing. I think that's about the signing agreement.
Oh, it's low now. I'm curious, how's our Honourable Premier Tangilangi in Fiji at the moment? How is he being received?
I think so far he's been I from my own personal observation, they all received the same warm welcome not only by the Fijian government, Fijian leader, but also I think there is a significant warmth amongst them, the way how they discuss or talk to each other and all, but I do not see anything like unusual in the way how they react or the way how they behave in this meeting.
No doubt they'll be having some really nice island food over there, I suppose, huh?
Must be. The leaders, I think all of them, they all stay together in the Pan Pacific Hotel, and the security is really tight, and I'm sure that the government of Fiji is making sure that they are all of them are well taken care of. especially with food and everything. And so far, I think like last night after the opening ceremony, there were cultural dances and music and nice food served around. But then I can understand, the leaders were also, they were always, the security is really tight with them. They were not allowed, like even the other guests are not allowed to go near their site. I mean, the location that is separated for the leaders.
And no late night either, huh?
It's, well, there's no what?
No late nights either.
I hope there's no. Right now, I know that there's a dinner. They're having dinner right now.
Oh, okay. With can you tell me a little bit about that issues of China? Is it influence a lot of the regions being raised by the other countries, or how's that going on there?
I don't think that that the China's issue is being raised by any of the leaders, but it has been in the concern of the journalists from not only the Pacific but from different parts of the world, because we have I think we have up to 100 or even more than that journalists from different parts of the world, including some from the CNN, BBC, Al Jazeera. I saw there was one from Indian weekly newspaper or something. I think the concern is from the journalists, and I can understand, of course, the leaders. Well, maybe they are maintaining their diplomatic relations with China, but I haven't heard any of the leaders raising that concern about the China's influence.
Okay. With the Samoa Prime Minister adding pressure into Fiji at the moment to release funds for the university, for the South Pacific, how does Fiji respond to that?
For that one, I think the Attorney General of Fiji, Ayaz Sayed Qayyum, he remained in their position to investigate the matter, and they must have to wait until that investigation is done, and they'll find out about the report or the outcome of the investigation. They remain firm with that. They won't release anything until the investigation is done.
I was watching it on the news and this morning. The interaction with other leaders there, it was pretty good, I must say. What are the other programs for the next few days? Is there anything else you would like to tell us, or is there anything that we should know of?
I forgot to mention that I interviewed our Prime Minister from Tonga, Wakava Meiliku, and he mentioned there was a meeting between him and your Premier. I think that was yesterday, I think, or the day before, and he expressed his gratitude for the donation made by the government of 10,000, about 10,000, 100,000 paanga to help with Tonga's recovery after the volcanic eruption and the tsunami. And apart from that, tomorrow will be the last and I think the last and the main important day of the program, because they'll be having the retreats, and I think different issues will also be discussed amongst the leaders tomorrow, because the retreats will start in the morning at 9 until 4 p.m. and then there will be that will be the launching of the 2050 strategy for the Blue Pacific continent. And after that launching, there will be a press conference, I think, with the chairman of the forum meeting and the Secretary General. And I'm sure that everyone is looking forward. I think that will be a wrap up of this year's leaders meeting.
I'm sure that will keep you busy.
There's lots of things going on here with lots of issues to look at, but then with the limited time, and the availability of our leaders. Each of us, Pasifika, especially the Pasifika journalists, we're only trying to focus on 1 or 2 or maybe 3 issues per day because it's so hard to collect, to gather information. All of them, you can't collect them at all at one time, but we're doing our best, and hopefully that in the next few days, even next week, we'll be able to file more stories to our respected countries. But I think that's all I have for now, and I'm very thankful for the opportunity and for the time to join your program for this evening.
Oh, Tulo, thank you very much, and all the best for the rest of your interviewing other Pasifika TV here in the studio. Ofa atu, and God bless. We look forward to see you when you come and visit us.
Malo.
Okay, ofa atu. Hata tolu a whakahaloanga ia ke lata ia mo FFN matokap singa, koe tama whine ia ne tutala mai he motu kofisi, lata ia mato whakahaloanga, he hata tolu tau taktaki, taktaha mai he Pasifika, a mamana ki ko rau tū halau tolu tonga hua, mo mana ki foki, whakaui ki he hata tolu a paremia, mo tau langamata ia ke lata ia mo e kautūna ko tonga. Kai mamana ki kua mawhala lau tolu mo e matutaki atu foki he longa nei au ke o atu ki he sipoti nā ki Peridania. Ka e ore atu ki a William, kua se iosi toi atu tolo whakahalonga nei, tā mai te halolonga nei, whakawhiawhia ki a mua ma simo, hoko mai te ika hau, si hau ke tātu ke supu ke kai e wahatapu, mo Marianne Huni ki Bowen, whalawhalai atu ki a mua, pia foki ki a koe ma o, mana ki kaha kua tau whiu mua mui weekend ke tau ke urihanga tala koe. Kai mamna ki mai kua malolo am tōru hea whiawhi, tā mai William ta halolong whawhiawhia ki a lautoro nei ko a whanongonong mai hea whiawhi.
Luisi mai ne kiwi moana piko ni au ko koe ai. Ai loe au koe tangata ke waka oko aku manawa.
Ono atu au te matamatanga piko ni au koe haku whai moka. Ai loe au koe whiwhi me ke waka oko aku manawa. Ki mai e weka he tau e piko ni au ko koe ai. Ai loe au koe mase alape waka oko aku manawa. Mea si tuke mau meke beli, tuke beli meke mau. Mea si tuke mau meke beli, tuke beli meke mau. Ola lagi mua. Luisi vai de kiwi moana piko ni au ko koe ai. Ai loe au koe tangata ke he whakaoko haku manawa. Ono atu au ke matamatanga piko ni au ko koe ai. Ai loe au koe whiwhi ne ke whakaoko haku manawa. Iki mai e weka he tau e piko ni au ko koe ai. Ai loe au koe mase alape whakaoko haku manawa. Mea si tuke mau meke beli, tuke beli meke mau. Mea si tuke mau meke beli, tuke beli meke mau. Ola laki mua. Whakatau tonu ki a Tangaloa.
Haia matokap singa, whakawelahi hea kua whanongonongo mo e kisi mai a whiawhi nei ke hata tōla whakaloanga ke lata ia mo e LEOTAOGO NIUE e ono walu tolu, tangata Pasifika. mamnaki ki a whakalofa mai atua ke tautolu, kai ko whanongonongo mai am tolu ki niue, ma ki whiri atu whakalofa, manui nai pō, pia whoki am tolu i New Zealand, tō matakainanga me tō kapisinga, tō mamatua kua mga whaoa kua hoko ki ai e tau maskelea me tō mauku, riongi ki e whakamawanasia atu hei ki am tolu a tau loto momoko. Mamnaki ke whlewea tau tolu he whaitapu kahau, kua nei poi setu, kua mawehe atu, manui nai pō, God bless, Iehova he waha loto.
Ula malea ke viti talenga Kaura buera ya longanga Osana wai le bakalasa-lasa Nimbula ke desara Nanu mi viti vanua lai Nona sasanga me korona ke mai Tumbu koviti me rongo endai Bura malea me kilai Nena samai veikune talei Menona tuna langi-langi Sabibi takayani Yamai viti buana ranadi I'll give you fish and chips and if you swing those seeds into the rampa I'll give you bacon and eggs and if you shake those legs into the samba I'll give you fish and chips and if you swing those seeds into the rampa I'll give you bacon and eggs and if you shake those legs into the samba Ay-ya, ya-ya-ya-ya Have you ever been to Fiji Islands Where the girls are easy and the boys are hard to get That's the Fiji Island way. Ay-ya, ya-ya-ya-ya. Have you ever been to Fiji Islands? Where the girls are easy and the boys are hard to get. That's the Fiji Island way. Ula malea ke viti talengu. Ula!